For this story about saving money, we're not talking to a financial expert, but a psychologist. Here's why.
It's all driven by the way we think, and what's driving the way we think is the way we feel. And so impulse buying is, I would say, 100% psychological.
If you think a few extra items here and there aren't making an impact, consider this. One study shows the average American spends $276 a month on impulse buys, and that's from last spring. Inflation has now forced prices up almost 9%.
This is all about you taking control of your emotions and your thoughts, which are natural, which are understandable, but they also can get us into trouble, particularly right now when everything is so much more expensive.
Dr. Josh Claypo says before your shopping trip, set realistic expectations.
Before you walk in, telling yourself things are going to be more expensive. I am going to have to spend more money for the same things. That's really important because it level sets your brain so that you're not surprising yourself.
Next, and before you get to the store, think about what you need versus what you want and write it down.
And by having that in front of you, it makes it much more difficult for your mind to play tricks on you and to say, well, I really need this, when in reality is you just want it.
Dr. Claypo says as important as having this list is having a budget and sticking to it.
So really being conscious of, I've only got X amount of dollars to spend. The reason that that's important is even if you get into a situation where you think, oh, I didn't realize I needed this, you put yourself psychologically in a place where you may do more trade out. Well, I need this. I don't really need this because it exceeds my budget.
Other ways to prevent impulse buying include staying away from the store when you're hungry, tired, or pressed for time.
Because those three things decrease your willpower. They make you in a state of hurriedness, which is increasing the chances of impulse buying.
Dr. Claypo says it's okay to reward yourself. Go ahead and buy that item you really want. He says just make sure it stays within your budget. Morgan Hightower, WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.